Hello, my red mare crew. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm putting my mouth very close to the telephone because it's very windy. We've got gales. I forgot to read the weather forecast, so I didn't really factor that in. But this is why I put the hay under this lovely tree. It's very sturdy and sheltered here. And this acts as a windbreak. Luckily the red mare is very good about weather. So if the wind gets too bad and the tree becomes a danger, she will move away, won't you? Anyway, I just wanted to say, first of all, oh, excuse me, got a bit throaty. So much for my videos getting better this year. I want to say Happy New Year, obviously. But also, and this is very important, I wanted to say happy birthday to all the Thoroughbreds. Well, it's not quite all actually. It's Florence. I can't believe that she bosses this horse around. That's Rima's favourite thing. She makes a little hole in the top, don't you? You make a little hole, look. It's like a little nest. And then she puts her head in the hole. Yes, it's all the Northern Hemisphere Thoroughbreds. So the Thoroughbreds in Australia and New Zealand aren't a year older today. That will happen in August. But the ones in Ireland and America and France and Britain are all, like the Queen, having an official birthday. So that means that the red mare is officially, can we say it, 19 years old. Doesn't look bad, does she? Good old girl. And I can't remember if Florence is 8 or 9. I think she might even be 9. In which case, madam, can we just say, maybe time for you to do just a little teeny tiny little bit of growing up. Although I shouldn't say that because she was absolutely amazing yesterday. She went out with the smallest great niece, who's only 8. Or actually she might be 9 now. Anyway, I never remember anyone's age. And she was absolutely immaculate, and there were quad bikes flying about all over the place. She had her saddle on. So she was brilliant. She just, what she has, this one, is she has a little streak of mischief in her, and actually I love that in a horse because I think that's often connected with courage. The little bay mare had a little streak of mischief in her, and she was incredibly brave. She's not mischievous at all. Oh yeah, no. And interestingly, she can sometimes have little wobbles of confidence, can't you? Yes, yes, we all have those. So we don't judge. I have those sometimes. Maybe it's just she's like me. Anyway, I am rambling a little bit because I always love just standing here and watching them eat. My posse was supposed to be here. And of course they're not. I have to remember they are teenagers. And when I was a teenager, I could never get out of bed. The only way my mum could get me out of bed when I was a teenager, and this will make sense for those of you over the age of 50, is that she used to put Jimmy Young on Radio 2, on her Roberts radio at full blast, and then she would put the radio on the other side of the room. So in order to stop the torture of Jimmy Young, which, can you imagine, when you were 16 was agony, I would have to get out of bed and turn the wireless off. It's pretty clever of her looking back. Wasn't it, Flo? Yes. So, quite often in the mornings, there's posse isn't here. And this is absolutely my New Year's resolution, is I'm always talking about managing your expectations. It's such an important thing to do for your horse. If you go down to the field with a whole box load of expectations and they're not met, and then you feel disappointed and cross, that's going to well, it'll spoil your day for a starter, but also it will have an effect on your relationship with your horse. And the thing I'm always guarding against is getting into any sort of sense of entitlement. I'm not sure if you can hear me now. Yes, I was talking about the reason I was rambling. The reason I'm rambling is because we've got no posse. So I've just been hanging out with the horses, and I could hang out and watch them eat like this and look as beautiful and scruffy and happy and having the best birthday ever like this for hours. And I suppose that I want you to have that joy too, although I'm not sure that you might be feeling it in quite the same way. That's why I've kept on talking, because I just think this is the most beautiful scene and I want you to have as much of it as possible. But I may get home and find that all you can hear on the video is terrible whoosh whoosh of the wind. Happy New Year, happy birthday to all the Thoroughbreds. Here's to the New Year expectation in this field of absolutely becoming super top champion at expectation management and understanding that not everything is about me. I'd love to say that I had cracked that one by the age of 54, but I haven't. I can very quickly go back into everything being about me. So there's a good resolution. Yes, there is. And I hope that 2022 brings us all a little bit of calmness would be nice, wouldn't it? So everyone could stop shouting on the news. The politicians could be a little bit more grown up. What was I saying about expectation management? Anyway, let's hope that things might calm down a little bit and the virus might come into some kind of control